Hi guys, my name's Harry Prager. I'm an acorn at Oakcliff Sailing, and today we're going to learn the basics of rigging a laser. Alright, so first we're going to start with our two mast sections. There are three different types of laser rigs for each kind of person, however heavy they are. So the smallest is the 4.7, then there's the laser radial, and then there's the full rig. So today we're going to be rigging a full rig, but the steps are pretty much the same for all the rigs. So we're going to start out with our lower mast section, which looks like this. We have our gooseneck here, and this is going to step right into the front of the boat. Then we have our top mast section, which is the same for all three rigs, which is this super long section here. So now that we have these two sections, we're going to put them together. So we basically take our lower section, we're going to get it slid onto the top section. So if you see at the end of the top section, there's this little part where these two slide together. You just want to slide it like this. So we slide these two together, and if you see here, we have these arrows. And basically, what you want to do is there's this rivet on the top section, and you have to line it up with the gooseneck. Not all the sailboats have these arrows, but they help to show you how to align the rivet. Next up, we're going to take our sail, unroll it. Then we're going to take our super long mast, and we're going to slide it into the pocket on the sail. So you can lay one end down. Basically there's this pocket on the front of the sail that we're going to slide the mast into. And when you slide the mast in, you want to line up the gooseneck, which is the part where the boom attaches, with the bottom end of the sail. Because if it's twisted at the top of the sail, the whole sail will be twisted around. So we're going to slide this in. Okay, so once we have the mast all the way slid into the sail, the next thing we need to do is put in the batten. So typically there are three different battens. Two are the same length, and then there's a shorter one. The shortest one goes at the top, and then the other two go on the bottom. So here we go. So if you see on the sail, there's these little Velcro pockets. Some sails are different, but the principle is basically always the same. So you slide in your batten to the end, and then you close up the Velcro. You do that for all three battens. Alright, so once we get the battens in, the sail is ready to be stepped into the boat. So right there. Okay, so once we have your sail up, you want to turn the boat into the wind. That will help you get the boom on. So here's our boom. We're going to take it, basically just slide it in right here. There you go. And then what you do next is you're going to grab the clew of the sail. And back here, there's a lot of different systems for your outhaul. But depending on whatever, you can have something super basic or something for racing. But today, basically all you do is you have a strap here for the clew, or sometimes even just a tie. So what we're going to do is we're going to attach this strap, take it off. So you feed the strap through here. what you want to do with this is you want to get it really tight on the boom. It might seem way too tight at first, but when you're sailing, you want it as tight as possible. So really wrench down on that, then cover it up with the other strap. There you go. Okay. So here we have our outhaul system. This can vary depending on your boat, but the basic way is you might have a system of pulleys back here that also hooks into the clew. And then what you do is you take your line, usually there's a block up at the mast, feed it through there, like this. Get through. And then there's also blocks down here. Feed it through one of those, and then to your cleat. All right, so the next step is you're gonna take your vang, you're gonna attach it right here. Get it on. Then most of the vangs, they just have a little pin here. You're gonna loosen it up as much as you can. Get the pin on. If you can't get the pin on, you might want to pull the sail closer to you, and that will lower the boom down so you can get it off. Okay. So you find that pin for your vang, and then you just slide it into this part on the boom. Like that. Tension it up a bit. There you go. Next up, we have our Cunningham, which is super useful for depowering the sail. Gonna get this untwisted. Start on this side. There's also a lot of different systems for the Cunningham, but this is kind of a racing version. You're gonna feed, there's a grommet on the sail, you're gonna feed one side through that, and then tie it to this system of blocks that helps you pull it down. Here you might want to use a bowline. From there, you want to feed that just the same way as the outhaul, down through one of these blocks and towards your cleat. Alright, now the last and final step is your main sheet. So right here we already have it ran through the main ratchet block. You want to make sure you have it ran through the correct way so the ratchet works. Then what you're going to do is lead it up to this block on the boom, back through this. This is just a loop on the boom. This will help keep the line near the boom and won't, so it doesn't get in your way. You want to pull it through all the way back here. You go to the back of this block, then forward through your traveler. Back up. There are a lot of different knots you can do here, but sometimes just a simple 8 knot can work perfectly fine. Alright, so this is Harry Prager. This was how to rig a laser. Thanks for watching. Bye.